Hello, this is Nefer Kefri. Welcome to Magical Musings and the reading for the week of November 11th, 2024. For today, I'm using the Cosmic Visions Tarot. This is self-published by Jessica Shackleton. It's available at her website, cosmicvisionstarot.com. I will link to her site below in the description. It is a lovely, lovely deck. Black edges, black backgrounds, white line drawing, and pops of watercolor. I mean, it's really a very different deck. I really enjoy using it, and that's what I'm using for today's reading. Typically, I look at body, mind, and spirit for the week, and what I'm going to do today, since it is post-election, and it's been a difficult time for many, many, many people, I'm going to focus on what we can do for ourselves in order to feel better about how things turned out. Okay? I will still focus on the body, mind, and spirit, but it'll be all geared toward what we can do regarding self-care, regarding finding ways to where this isn't getting to us so much, and also to be ever cognizant of our rights and not allowing anyone to intrude upon or diminish those rights. So that's going to be what I'm focusing on for the shuffle. I'm going to shuffle. This part of the reading will be sped up. Well, hello there. Hang on. Chop, chop. Oh. This is Bluestar. Bluestar, say hi to all the peoples. Say hi. She wanted to get up in my lap. She loves it when I read tarot cards. This cat is all over me when I read tarot, or I do Reiki, or I perform spells, or I'm working on my artwork. She's right there because she loves those high energy activities, you know? Yeah, cats are sensitive to such matters, aren't you? You are? Okay, you're gonna have to get down. I can't do this with you in my lap. I really can't. Okay? Is that okay with you? Oh, well, she doesn't look too happy. What can you do? I'm sorry, sweetie. You gotta get down. You gotta get down. There you go. Okay. We'll see if we have any more visits from Bluestar. So I'm going to fast forward through the shuffling, but I do want to show you I actually do shuffle the cards. It's a random pull. It's not like you see in these other readings where people go, okay, I'm going to pull a card, and there's that real quick cut, you know, and then all of a sudden they've got the card in their hand. That's because they're looking at the card ahead of time. But I won't name names, but there are some names that are really huge that do this. So I'm going to change the angle of the camera so you can see what I'm doing here. Completely random draw, body, mind, and spirit. What we can do to help ourselves to feel better and to be cognizant of our rights, stand up for ourselves, and do what it takes to get through this. Here we go. One more shuffle to show you this is a 100% random draw of the cards. I cut the deck into 3 piles and I draw 3 cards from the center pile. Alright, we'll see what we have here for body. We get Justice. For the mind, the Son of Pentacles. And for the spirit, the 9 of Wands. All right, I've zoomed in so you can see the details on each card. Now we have the Justice card. Justice is a card of the Major Arcana. As such, it embodies spiritual archetypes that enter our lives at any given time in order to help us to master a soul lesson or a karmic lesson. Sometimes this energy will come in to help us through a situation, to help us get through it, or to help us gain a better understanding of it. Justice is the card of balance, of fairness, and of weighing both sides when making a decision and when trying to see multiple points of view at once. This is basically the position a lot of us are in right now. We don't really understand, how this could have happened, but it did. And now it's up to us to maintain our balance throughout. It won't do you any good. It won't do anyone else any good to go flying off the handle, okay? It's okay to release your pent-up rage. I'm not saying stifle it. What I'm saying is don't subject others to it, okay? Everyone's entitled to their opinion. And if you're in America, like it or not, you live in a democracy. And there was a vote. And Trump did win the popular vote, not just the electoral. So, the people have spoken. And as one of the peoples, I'm sitting here just trying to figure out, how am I going to conduct myself? And that's a question we all have to ask ourselves. How are we going to conduct ourselves? How are we going to walk in balance when things around us just seem to be so willy-nilly wackadoodle? How you walk in balance through difficult, challenging times is by focusing on your own inner balance. What's going on within your own psyche? That's what needs to be of paramount importance, especially these days. So you have to focus on your inner world. What's going on within you? Another thing I'm hearing from my guides, and they're like basically just yelling it right now. Maintain your spirituality. Maintain your spiritual footing. Do not lose your spiritual foundation. Just because things may not have worked out the way that you wanted them to, okay? Spirituality, now more so than ever, needs to be first and foremost for everyone. And that's how I'm seeing we can maintain our balance. Walk your spiritual path. Walk your spiritual talk. Balance. That is for the body. And also take good care of your body. Justice can also mean having a balanced diet. In stressful times, I don't know about you, but me, the first thing that goes when I'm under stress is my diet. I start eating all the junk foods. These past couple of weeks for me have been hell. Not just because of the election, but I had cataract surgery last Tuesday. And I'm telling you, my greatest fear in my life has been for something to happen to my eyes. And this stems from me having very good past life recalls of several of my previous incarnations. In 2 of them, I had my eyes put out. Yeah. So to know I was going to have to go in and have cataract surgery on my eyes, I still have to go back and get my left eye done in December. Talk about your worst nightmare coming true. So the night before, I got 0 sleep. 0. And I went to the surgery center feeling like I was going to die already, But then they pump you full of those drugs and everything's okay. And you don't feel anything. So the worst part of the surgery for me was the night leading into it and then the 3 days after, because the medications they gave me in the IV to calm me down and to, eliminate the pain, I don't know if I'm allergic to them or what, but I was feeling really sick for 3 days. I was dizzy for 3 days and basically felt like I had motion sickness for 3 whole days. It was no fun. I don't recommend it. But all that time, I focused on my spirituality. I meditated, I prayed, I channeled the Reiki energy for myself, focused on my own self-healing, and that is what got me through it. And that is what will get all of us through this, our spirituality. Now we have the Sun of Pentacles. This is for the mind. The Sun in this deck is the same as the Knight. So you're actually looking at the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles, that's the card of the hard worker. Now remember, this is coming up for the mind, okay? So when we get the Knight of Pentacles coming up for the mind, what's going on? All that hard work, it's crazy monkey mind. It's your thoughts running around in circles, running around in figure eights. And your mind is just constantly racing, racing, racing. And you're trying to figure out, what am I going to do about this? What am I going to do about that? Should I change this? Should I change that? You know, it's time to get off the hamster wheel. The Knight of Pentacles, or the Sun of Pentacles, as it's called in this deck, is a reminder that it's great to be a hard worker. It's great to be dedicated to what you do for a living. But there's a time for work. There's a time for rest. There's a time for play. And we need to make those differentiations in our lives, or we're going to end up making ourselves sick. And he's just a reminder, our thoughts can make us sick. Our thoughts can make us feel overworked and stressed. And what I'm hearing now from my guides, the main advice coming in with this card is limit your consumption of the media. And by limit, they mean drastically reduce it. If you can have social media detox days, go ahead and do that. Some of us can't because of our jobs, you know, but if you can have social media detox days, that would be the best thing any of us could do for ourselves right now. Because you've got all these opinions swirling around and all these reactions to what happened. And that's not good to subject ourselves to that. Because we have our own reactions. We have our own opinions. We have our own thoughts. And we have to deal with those first. And we really shouldn't be focused on anyone else's right now but ours. Okay? And this is a sign that we are overworking our minds right now in this situation, and we need to calm our minds. We need to introduce balance. Now, we have the Nine of Wands. I love this because it's got a tiger peeking out. The Nine of Wands, the suit of Wands, it's a suit of action. And it's a suit of getting things done. And the Nine of Wands represents a project. And the project has had all these stages completed. So all these wands are straight and erect in the ground. And then you've got this last wand here, wand number 9, that needs to be set in its post mold or in its little block of wet concrete down there to keep it in place. It's the last one. What my guides have told me about the election is that this is America's karma. And this has come to pass because America has to fulfill certain karmic lessons. Just like people, nations have karma. And nations, people who live within a nation, share in that national karma, whether they want to or not. And it's just the last stage has to be set in place. There are so many things that have lost track of their original meaning, of their original intention. And things are going to start to be set to right. And by things, I mean the way the government runs. Okay? things in the administration of all those governmental departments. Now, this is a card of the Spirit. As a card of the Spirit, again, I'm hearing karmic lessons coming to conclusion. One chapter ending, a new chapter beginning. And it's saying that personally, for the collective right now, with everything going on, the best we can do is to focus on our own lives, on setting the things in our own lives to rights, maintaining our reliance upon our spiritual foundation, and focus on our own learning process in terms of spiritual knowledge, spiritual truths. Focus on that. Focus on strengthening your faith. And above all, focus on loving yourself, knowing you're worthy, and treating others as you would have them treat you. That's what I'm hearing for the week of November 11th, 2024. I thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, I ask that you please give this video a like, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be coming out with all sorts of new content. I've been filming like crazy, but of course I've got to edit. Editing takes forever. But no, there's more content coming. I'm going to be taking you through my process of working in a grimoire, and it's just going to be a lot of fun here. Okay, guys? So again, I appreciate everyone who has stuck with me this whole time. I appreciate you all so much. No more is coming. And please share this channel with your like-minded friends. Shares help a lot. And please drop a comment below. Comments help to get my video picked up by the YouTube algorithm and be shown to new people. And I deeply appreciate that. I wish you all a wonderful week ahead. This is Nefer Kefri of Magical Musings. Thank you for watching.